Hi, I'm Dennis Lewis from ratio.dev, and in this video, I'm going to reveal to you exactly which rich text editor you should be using in your Bubble application. Look, I have tried them all. I've used the native Bubble rich text editor, I've used Markdown editors, and I've used probably every possible editor that you could find on the internet for your Bubble application. And to be honest, most of them suck. They're going to give you problems. They don't do what you need to be done. They're hard for the user to understand. And you go around in circles and you're never quite satisfied. And I finally found one that I think is the best candidate for almost everybody. So let's just jump into the Bubble editor. I'm going to show you which one it is, and then I am going to give you just some outlines of how you should be using it. Let's go over to the plugin page and do the big reveal. The editor that I think that you should be using is called Modern Rich Text Editor. There you go, Editor.js. And this is the icon that you will see in there. It is a paid plugin. I have no relationship with the author of the plugin. I just can tell you that it works. Now, why do I think this is a good editor? First of all, it's easy for the user to understand and use. It goes by blocks. It does pretty much everything you need it to do. For example, if you're in the design mode here, you will be able to see that you can just embed it anywhere in your page. If you enable it as read-only, you can use the rich text editor to display the formatted text in your app as well. It's probably not the best way to do it, but it will work if you need a quick solution. But normally how I do this is I will create in my Bubble data table 3 different text fields. One where I store the JSON, which is the code for that rich text editor. That's where the original source. In another one, I will store the HTML that it generates. That's what normally you would display on your page. So let's imagine that you're using it for a blog post. You want to allow your user to be able to come back in and make changes. So that's why you would store the rich text JSON in your data table. The HTML is what you would actually show on the blog page to display the contents of the blog post. And you can also store the plain text if you want to use it for searching or something like that. So those are the 3 fields. It's very usable, so you can come in here and tell it, show this feature, this, heading level. So I don't want to let them put the H1s on the page because my blog post already has the title is the H1 and I don't want more. So here I've told it 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are the headers that they can choose. You can control the font sizes in here, whether or not you let them upload images, if they're going to have captions, if you're going to do compression on those images because they'll be stored in your Bubble database. You can decide if they're going to be able to do lists or bullet points or, there's a lot of detail in here that you can set. You can do checklists, you can do the colors for different elements in the editor. You can do mentions. You can pretty much do whatever you're looking for. You can also, if you're doing this for another language, you can change the name. So paragraph could be párrafo in Spanish, for example, or heading could be, whatever it is that you want it to be on the page that they see. So you can personalize that as well. And then it just works. It works in the latest Bubble responsive engine. So in general, I think you'll be very happy with this rich text editor. If you're using the HTML, remember that you will need to put CSS on the page so that you can format those elements as you desire. And if you need any help or you want to talk about your specific use case, feel free to reach out to us here at ratio.dev. And hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.